almost didn't get them buttons pushed in time. Holy crap, because Flasheroony and I are sitting here jibber-jabbering. And that was real. I was dancing. In my pink penguin footy jammies.
You are a white girl, aren't you?
Oh, I am a Grammy cracker. That's for damn sure. Oh,
You created a new oxymoron.
oh yeah? What's
Yeah.
it?
Dancing Grammy seat. What'd you call that thing? Suit? Jammies.
Jammers. In my jammers. In my
Yeah,
footy
yeah,
jammers.
No.
In my pink penguin footy jammers. Or are you talking about my Eeyores? I'm not wearing my
Yeah.
Eeyores today.
maybe we ought to sit down and think about doing a YouTube video with a split screen of the two of us at once talking about one of our topics. Do like 15 minutes or something.
Oh, God. That would be hilarious. Oh, well.
Where am I, Mary?
We're at the Dork Table.
Fancy that. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Lord, yeah, and we started off just, dueling banjos, only that was not Flats and Scruggs. That was, let me look, I think that was, the Allman Brothers that did that one. So, yeah, it was I thought it was very appropriate today. And hi there, everybody, and welcome to the Dork Table. Pull up a chair or sit on the floor. I don't care. Make sure you have your dorky paraphernalia on. Or not.
No, I think all the females should at least take off a shirt.
No. That would
okay.
No.
Yeah.
Good try though.
Always a flaw in my plan.
I know. Man, someone always has a tendency to say no and then actually act on that no.
No,
well.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? I'd say hey there to everybody over on Freedom's Network, but I keep having trouble getting in there today, so I'm not sure what's going on over there. But hey there anyway to those that are in there. Also, hey there to everybody over on Fakey Book and over in the corner pocket. I see Kozu just got the duck again. Damn you. Curse you, Kozu, and your little red dot. I don't know if you have a little red dot, but I'm going to curse it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
Never mind. Okay. Hello, Kozu at the corner pocket with the red dot.
Yeah. Okay, and over in the
It's my third eye.
oh, hey, there it is, right there up top. It's covering your third eye.
Yes, my third eye. The inner light. I will ascend to the inner light. I'll be back in a minute.
You do that good.
I'm gonna shine the light of love down on you, lady. You just watch.
It's a red one too. Woo! I wonder what that means.
Wait till Cirque hears that one on the radio. Should be. Hey, you didn't say that, did you? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did. Apparently, Grimnerd thinks that Vinny has a pretty mouth. I'm just looking over here on the RLM chat. Y'all are crazy.
That's the rumor, Ack.
I know. And let's see who all is over here. No shirt, no shoes, no service. Nobody said nothing about pants.
That's a long name.
You know what?
That's Tom. Hey,
yeah.
Tom.
You know what, Tom? That was actually our school dress code. When I was in high school, you had to have a shirt on, you had to have shoes on. And so we had a girl, when I was a sophomore, she was a senior, and she came to school in nothing but a really long T-shirt and flip-flops. And they tried to send her home, and she got out the school manual, and she said, "This is what it says." And needless to say, the guys followed her around all day. Kept dropping pencils, that kind of shit. But, yeah. She was one of the cheerleaders, by the way. So... guys followed her anyway, but then they really followed her. But okay, I need to say hi to everybody.
That was a dork moment if I ever heard one.
I know. Talk about a segue. Well,
damn.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Sock Puppet also says that damn global warming is really kicking in. Apparently.
Well, see, there's truth behind the misdirection, so be careful. Yeah, there's a lot of things to know about this crap. that's how do you put it? Some of it's true and some of it isn't. And how they deliver it to you is how they get you to pick sides, right?
Yep.
They want you divided about it. So whether it's true or not doesn't matter. It's that you pick sides.
That's right.
There you go.
You know, it's
I've
like
spoken again. Through the Lord has spoken.
I'll say amen. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
I felt preachy. I had to go with it.
Go for it. Woo! Yeah, Hansel. Yeah, this is a This is a pre-rebroadcast. Whatever that means. But hey, keep up, Hans. Keep up. Damn it. And what? Huh? What you were saying?
Wow.
Yeah. Man, and you're the one that's smoking. Shit.
I know. It was on the table. It said, "Hey, Flash, come here a minute." I went,
dude,
just a minute.
I got something to tell you.
Yeah, and here I am, damn near 45 years later, and still talking to it.
Ah, so you're still on speaking terms. Global warming equals flat Earth. Ah, there you go. Okay, over here in the RLM, which is where you need to be if you wish to give us static, which, yeah, we have enough static between the two of us. It's them damn cobwebs, don't you know?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Kozu can't find his laptop power supply. See? Squirrel! In any case.
The balance of RLM just shifted to the left 4 degrees. Everybody put on your dork caps and help him find his adapter.
Lean to the left, lean to the right, stand up, sit down, fight. Oh, okay. Oh, cheer time.
Nah, we'll just put him on good vibe mode, and he'll find his power plug or whatever he's misplaced.
Oh, there you go. Sending you vibes, Kozu.
Yeah.
This is the vibe look. You're really lucky you don't get to see it.
Yeah, I got 8 listeners on the Dork Table. I can't afford to lose one.
Oh, holy shit. Out of all these people who signed into the chat, there's only 8. Well, shame on you. Or maybe, hey, you're pretty smart.
I don't know.
Okay, over here in the RLM, I got 10 minutes to get this shit done. Asmo is right on top. What? Nothing out of you? Okay.
Oh, Asmo. Hi, Asmo.
You usually do the follow-up thingy, so I'm trying to give you a little space here.
Right, and then when I'm not predictable, then what do you do? See?
Then I wing it.
Okay. Harold, I was reading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, I
was reading the chat like you usually do and not listening to you for a change. I wanted to see what it feels like to walk in your shoes. Well, sit in front of you. Sit in your headphones. Let's call it.
Oh, there you go. Ooh.
So I went, hey, I know what I'll do. I'll read the chat and ignore her. And you know what? I'm as good at it as you are. In fact, I might be a little better. I'm a guy. Let's create a gender split at the Dork Table and raise hell.
I thought the gender split was the female part. Moving along. Hi, barman.
No? Hey, barman.
Grimmy is seeing 17 listeners. Holy crap, we're in the double digits, Flash.
I'm seeing 36.
Oh, wow.
I must be on the moon.
Wow, cool. Okay. I also see the lovely Beth Z, but she said AFK or for a bit. Yeah, whatever that means. I'll figure it out eventually. Those cobwebs are not connecting. Oh.
Away from keyboard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for enlightening me. It was that third eye enlightenment shit you got going on there.
Yeah, well, Grim ain't the only nerd hanging around here. I got a little bit of nerd going on.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm not as fast and I don't spell as good on the trivia as other people do, but I get my fair share, you know. I
don't want to know about your deep dork, Vinny. I really don't. That sounds pervy. Okay, back to
Vincent.
Ooh, looky here.
Back to
Dark Roams.
Hey, what's up, Roams?
I know I love doing that one. And Grim Nerd is here. Not to be confused. Yeah, not to be confused with Grim Ner. He's Grim Nerd.
No. Yeah. Grim Nerd's the fucker that'll just slap Grimner around like he's not there.
Yeah, I know he will. God dang.
That's,
Okay.
that's the real true bad guy, the Grim Nerd. I know these things.
Okay.
I make them up as I go.
Which is why you know.
How could they be wrong? I just made it up.
I know.
I could start a religion with a thought like that.
Yes, you could.
And then there was Flash.
Where in the hell do you think Scientology came from?
I never thought about it.
Yeah. I actually tried to read that book, Dianetics. I didn't even make it 20 pages in. It was like,
wow.
And I can read, I've read an awful lot of books. I've even read a couple of Harlequin romances and made it all the way through them without barfing. But I could not get past 20 pages in Dianetics. I just plain couldn't do it. Okay, back to, hi, Moosey, although I know you're gone, but this is a shout out to you, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Rickum for Zach.
The kid had a hockey game, and then they're going to a pro game later on. So they're double hockeying. And with a date in tow. So, yeah, the kid's having a big day.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah, I pay attention to details when people think I'm not listening. I'm listening. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See how you are. Okay. And I also see Kate is here.
Hey, Kate.
And Kate's warmer than I am. I think. I don't know. I haven't, I've let the dogs out, but I haven't stepped outside because I'm still in my footy jammies. Okay.
Yeah, well, why push it?
I know. Well, I'll do it this afternoon because I got to go and pick up some tree branches because last weekend I had several tree branches fall with the ice and all that fun shit. So.
Dork.
Yeah, dork moment. Okay, I also see Chalcedony in the chat as well as Chloe. And yeah, Flash Dork is here, and looky there, free enslaved.
Hey, free.
Graham Dorks is here. That's a special kind of Graham Dorks for those of you not in the know. I'm letting my evil twin play.
Yes, dear.
Huh?
Good afternoon, Miss Mary.
Good afternoon. I need to okay. I won't be able to read good, I don't think. Let me see. Let me see if I can read with my glasses on.
Oh no. Here we go.
No, it's blurry.
Yeah, don't even
They don't have the up closer in them. Okay.
Yeah, you'll just be making stuff up after the first sentence. Okay.
Yeah, like that's anything different. Okay. I also see IB Don C is here. Hey, IB Don. And Java Dr. 2 is here. And P. Bunyan. Timber. Tip in the hat. Howdy, dude. The lovely Rain is in the house. Oh, we have rain in the house. If you have rain in the house, check for leaks.
From the old WT days, I would assume. Rain.
No, this is Rain from over in the corner pocket.
Oh, we have another.
Different Rain.
It's such a unique name. I didn't think of it being too different.
That Rain was cool too, though, and I think think she's over on Informed Planet, isn't she? Isn't that Rain over there?
I don't know. I gave up on that. It wasn't. See, that's why Cirque says I'm a conservative. She calls me a conservative. Me, a fucking conservative.
I know. Kind of scary.
So I guess they're. Yeah, but I mean, compared to the two, I would lean towards the conservative.
Well, I've been accused of being a conservative hippie, so there you go.
Yeah, it's a strange outlook these people have upon us, Mary.
I know. Maybe they need to get their eyes checked.
Da, 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 da.
Circles brought you coffee because she is the woman. Man.
That's the best part of the whole fucking show, too.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was I? Phantom. Hi, Phantom.
Rain, Phantom. Yeah. Okay, I got lost.
And so did I.
I was reading out loud like a dummy.
I took a left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah. End up in Pismo Beach.
I know. Okay, Phantom. Dakota. I love that name.
That's Phantom Dakota.
I know, that's a fun name. Dorkaline is here.
Hello,
the lovely lady Dorkaline.
coffee too. Whoa.
Yeah.
I feel special now. Yeah, I feel really special.
Well, good. I'm glad you do. I don't want to feel how special you feel, but that's okay. It's kind of hard to do through Skype.
That did not translate very well. Next, hello.
Hi, J
Hi,
Dread.
honey.
Hansel. Hi, Hansel. How you
Hansel.
doing? And Jehovah One is here, as well as Juana Taco. I love
Juana
doing
Taco.
that thing for Juana Taco. Why? I also see Kozu is here. Yay, yes, Rain, you are a dork. Yes, you are one of the starter dorks.
Oh.
Is that what it's called, a starter dork?
As we welcome another dork to the Dork Table.
Yay! All the fanfare is needed. Okay.
Boy.
Let's see. Where am I at?
I
Oh yeah,
don't know.
Kozu. Did you find your power supply yet? I'm sending you power. Nyeh. Okay.
Wow.
I know. Did that hurt? Meisterbra is here. Hey, dude, how you doing?
Don't hit anybody in the head.
You're gonna wait until then. You might be waiting a while, Vinny. Just saying.
Uh-oh.
I also see mental pancakes. Hey, cakes. How you doing, sweetie? As well as Bot is in the chat, and there's Nelson Dubois. That's another fun one to say because you get your whole mouth into it. Nelson Dubois. Yeah. That's a lot of facial exercises. I know I terrified you. North Force 1 is here. And Rob works, and I did see that Rob did do the bubbler a little bit earlier, so booyah. We got wake and bake going on. Sock Puppet is here, and Sock Puppet is also over here in the corner pocket, as well as the lovely Rain is over here. So, hey, I got a twofer going on. It's just so booyah. Tom W. is here. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
I feel your frequency, hun.
Yep.
Stop that. That's just naughty.
Oh. Wow. Wow. You're picking up a different frequency than I did, you tramp.
It's that red dot over the third eye. That's what's doing it.
Wow. When you get all risque and stuff, I lose my mind.
Oh,
Okay,
Vinny,
I'm back.
you are so easily frustrated.
There,
feel better now, hon?
He's got to get ready for the big date.
Yeah, he's packing up, getting ready to go, which means I probably ought to vacuum around here if he heads my direction. I haven't vacuumed since last weekend.
So we'll just all have to wonder.
I know.
Till he actually goes somewhere. Well, while he's talking about it, nothing happening. Just talk. When he goes somewhere, that's when it gets interesting.
Nensu de Boys. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, Nensu de Boys. Oh, that sounds fun too. Thank you, Rain. Okay, Vil E is here, as well as Vin E, who was wanting me to hurry up because, poor Vinny.
Wow. I don't know.
He's in such a rush. And then we got Woodman and Woodman _. So we got a threefer of that one.
Woody, yeah. We got 17 people that are crazy enough to listen to what we think. Whoa, that's a lot of people.
Wow, I choked on my coffee on that one. Wow.
Well, that's because I aim at that. That's actually the goal when I say some of this shit. I wait to see the cup go up and then I start talking. See what comes out this time. Maybe we'll get a little coffee backup on the computer screen. You don't know.
Okay, what's that, Sock? You know, if you peel that red dot off, you find out that you... I want a gas station or a 7-Eleven. Oh, man. But, okay, I'll do that later because I don't want to do that whole booyah booyah thing on here because, well, then y'all would be jealous and you'd be hating, and then I would just have to go nanny nanny boo boo, stick your head in dog do kind of thing. Oh wait, I already did that, didn't I?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay,
Hey.
we lost Mary for just a moment, but she'll be back any minute now.
It was when I
Okay.
peeled that red dot. Damn it, I fell
Yeah.
out.
Wow. Well,
And so did Vinny.
So, but that's what's on people's minds today. Big red dots on somebody's forehead.
I don't know. Did I say hi to you, Free Enslaved? Hi, Free Enslaved. If I didn't say
Yeah,
hi to
I
you, I
remember
didn't see
saying
you
hi to
sneak
Free.
in. Did you sneak in
Oh.
on me, sweetheart?
Might have, but I remember saying, "Hey, Free,"
Oh,
because I
okay.
read it.
Well,
Because I got total recall in my mind. I know what I'm saying.
it's
I
that
know what
red.
I said, and I know what I'm going to say.
It's
By
it's
God
that
and
red
country.
dot. I have a
It's
red
not
dot because
actually-
I keep poking my forehead.
Yeah, I think I just hit myself in the forehead with the mic enough that it's left a red spot. Didn't mean to. It just keeps slipping.
It just
Pop, pop,
happened.
pop.
Damn
So,
it.
Okay, now we've done the introductions, and we all know where we're at, and
Yeah.
everybody's cheesy and having a wonderful afternoon, morning,
Cheese whiz.
night time, and stuff.
Hmm.
And let us not lose sight, fellows and fellowettes, that there is a world out there that we want no part of. Fuck them.
That's true.
Fuck them in the ass with a big rubber dick. That's how I feel about it. Now, you may not agree in the same simple, warm, loving way that I just expressed. Your sentiments may be different.
I did not skip you entirely, J Dredd. I even said hi, Hansel.
Oh, yeah, she sure did. Even I said, hi, Hansel.
Oh, you poor baby. I will send you a cyber hug. Hug.
Every punch bowl in America has the chance to have one in it. What am I?
A ladle?
Let's play. What am I? Well, let's play. What am I for 500, Johnny?
Are you a ladle?
No, not a
Peas out, Vinny. Hey, you taking the carrots with you? I kick your ass.
Yeah, good travels and all that stuff. I'll see you on Twitter. I'll keep looking for you on there so I can get a bird's eye view of what you're seeing in the world.
Hasta
I
la
thought the
taco,
cow-
Vincenzo.
I thought the cows thing was kind of cool. It was nice to see open land and some animals, without fucking shitload of cities.
I know, that's nice, isn't it? I didn't see that video. I need to go see if I can find it. It's probably on Vinny's YouTube. I'll go check it out.
Yeah. See, because what Grim did, Grim opened up a YouTube. I guess he had a little extra time a couple weeks ago, and he put a whole bunch of stuff on it. I mean, Hal Anthony going back a while. Even put up when me and Vince were doing No Time for Rational Thinking.
Ah.
And yeah, I thought This Is No Time for Rational Thinking was the greatest. I still love it. But, like other people would say, it's not an attractive, marketable title. And I still ain't interested in all that to much of a degree.
Why? I like that title.
Yeah. Right. But as much as you did like it, there were other people that did not like it. And that's what you get. Fuck. But everybody's got their opinion about how you should do things. And what that does is it takes the attention off the shit that they're doing. So you don't talk about that.
Ah.
It's all misdirection and smoke and mirrors, lady.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my ass. Or no, wait,
Hey,
that's
okay.
supposed to be hat, isn't it? Oh, man.
Okay, FN's been messed up for a day or so, right? But
Uh-huh.
before that,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a link, and I don't go to Facebook like you do, but I have been a twat on Twitter. So I'm a twit. Yeah, it's embarrassing in a way.
You're a Twitter
But-
twat.
Yeah, but I've found a few topics that interest me where I find people that think like I do more than ones that don't. So it's more comfortable. It's very what do you call it? Customized. You can pick and choose what you want to talk about. To who?
Ah.
And, if it goes to bad temperament, just stop. I don't even bother. Bad, you took it wrong. Go away. Next. And I've built up even just a little bit of time, a few people that have their own programs. There's one guy's talking about how his ancestors grew up on the land and without electricity, and the comparison to that life to the results of today's life. And it's interesting to see there's other people with ideas besides let's go bomb Libya to solve a problem. Instead of let's raise income tax, we'll solve a problem. There's people out there that are learning the old ways and making use of them now. Yeah, well, if I wasn't under contract, I probably could have ended up doing something. I don't know. It's nice to imagine. I'm still fit for a guy my age. I'm still fit enough to do a day's movement and not spend 3 days recovering from that one day of work.
Ah.
Right. Get up the next day and I still feel, I'm still breathing.
Hey.
But the age thing, well, I'd like to use that as an excuse to be lazy. Oh, but I'm an old man.
See, and every morning I wake up and I think, I woke up. Whee! And then I get the puppies outside and they haven't had an accident in the house and it's like, bonus round! So.
But can you prove you're awake in Admiralty Court?
No.
Aha! Okay. Just checking. I don't think I could either.
Even a better question, do I care? No.
Well, you'll care when you need to. I'll tell you that much about law.
I try and avoid those places.
I saw a cop yesterday.
Egad!
Flashing light on a motorcycle cop. Flying freaking down.
Uh-oh.
First, I was like, wow. The fucker, what's wrong? Not duck, not hide, not hope they're not here for me. I was like, wow, that sucks. Hey, that was the highlight of my night last night. Don't of me.
Well,
then today on the way to the grocery, guess what I see?
What's that?
A cop.
Oh my God. 2 of them.
On a motorcycle. No, just one, but it could. But we're in such a small town. That could have been whoever that was riding that motorcycle was going home real fast. Okay? And trying to get a night's sleep. And I get up the next day and run into the same cop going back to work. Because there's one car for the 60-mile area that we live in. There's one police car. Nobody's ever said anything about a motorcycle. Never seen a motorcycle cop here before either. So I think it was a cop going home to get some rest and then going back to the city where they got to work.
And so he used his flashers and stuff so that he could go faster?
I have a suspicion. I mean, I can't prove it, but...
I've seen that happen a lot.
But no light, in just the lights, no sirens or nothing. And not going really, really fast, but a motorcycle in the late night, early evening, whatever. The wee hours. After you're settled down, then it lightens you up. I've been away from it for a long time. There was a day where cop cars were just part of the thing. I didn't even notice it. Now I see a cop car and I'm like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
I hope everybody's all right. Damn, yeah. I didn't hear an accident.
Isn't it wild?
It's calming. It's kind of amusing in it that I turned out to be such a simple sap after all that city life I did.
And this week, last weekend we had all that ice and fun stuff come through here. And as I didn't go to work on Monday because, when my puppies cannot get traction on the grass because there's so much ice, I got no business being on the road.
Driving in that crap. No.
Yeah. So I went into work on Tuesday, and as I was going through the curves that are about a mile east of here, which is the curves that, a lot of people have had accidents on there. I see an 18-wheeler that went off the road, and I'm thinking,
Oh.
I'll bet he had a fun ride, and along with that accident, I'll bet he had an accident inside the cab as well.
Ow.
Yeah. And as I was coming home from work on Tuesday, I'm coming up on this area, and I see these flashing lights, and I'm thinking, uh-oh. And, I mean, it was just wild. It's been so long since I've seen something, like the flashing lights and a wrecker and all that fun stuff on that curve, because it really has been relatively quiet the last couple of years. I had to stop. I had to stop right there in the middle of the road. And Sheriff comes walking up to me, and I roll my window down, and he goes, "Hey, Mary, how you doing?" And I'm, "Hey, Pat, how you doing? How's kids?" That kind of shit. And he says, "Why don't you just wait a little bit, let them finish picking up that debris that fell off in the middle of the road, and then you can just go right on by." And, "Oh, okay, cool." And then we just sat there and chit-chatted for a while until the guys were done picking up the debris. But see, that's where I live is "Oh, hey, Pat, how you doing? How's kids?"
Right.
We don't have this shit of the whole body armored thing, and we don't have that stuff out here.
Well, except for that one cop that shot your daughter's
But that's 90 miles away.
childhood friend.
Yeah.
Is it that far? Okay, I didn't realize it was that far, but still, that's still, to me, 90 miles isn't much, right?
Yeah,
So,
well, that's encroaching on this area, so, yeah. And it was a local kid.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Plus 90 miles is a drop. When you live in the country, you got to drive a few hours to get anywhere that's worth going to.
Yeah. Like if you want to get to Denver from here, it's 3.5, 4 hours, depending on your driving habits and the weather conditions. So,
and your taste and what kind of crap you need a city to do it in.
Yeah, I preferred not to go to Denver. Thank you very much. That's the fastest route to get to my eldest daughter, but I take the back roads. I get off the interstate about 30 miles before Denver, and then I take the two-laners, because I don't like big city driving. Them people are freaking crazy. Crazy, I tell you.
So you go to Colorado, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you go through this whole story about your daughter. It's on the way to your daughter's to cover your smoking trail. What are you?
Yeah.
You smoker.
Yeah. Oh God,
You dirty pot smoking hippie.
Oh, it's been so long since I've done that. Lord Almighty. It's been a couple years at least. At least.
Right, but you live in the world, though, the financial world, where that is an acceptable behavior from blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so even if it was legal, it still wouldn't be condoned, I don't think, in that structure of employment.
Yeah. Oh, man, you talking about that reminded me. I don't know how in the hell we got to talking about it, but one of the guys at work said something about he had to go into the Springs, and then he had to go up to Denver, and then he thought, wow, I didn't realize that it was that close from the Springs to Denver. It must have really grown together. And then he said that they went down to Pueblo, and he said, damn, I always thought Pueblo took a lot longer than it did, but it was only, so many minutes or whatever. And I said, the only time I've been to Pueblo, I was on acid. And the look on his face was priceless.
You look at wow, do I look like, what's that Batman guy? I'm not an actor. This face is real.
I know.
Damn.
He just he gave me this look, and he goes, why were you going to Pueblo? And I said, because we took we all took a drop, a purple microdot, and decided, let's go to the head shop in Pueblo. That was the only reason why we went. And he just kind of looked at me. And I said, and it was so cool because we looked off to the west, and here was this big old honking coal train. And when you're on acid and you're watching a coal train going by as you're driving down the highway, it really looks cool. It was like Keystone Cops. But, I can still remember all of the stuff that we looked at in that head shop and everything. And I can remember as we walked outside of that place, all of us looking at each other and giggling and going, I wonder if they know we're stoned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, giggling teenagers. No. Why would anybody think giggling teenage girls are stoned?
Oh, it wasn't just girls.
Aha! See, you're at it again.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, I was with my brother and his wife and a couple other guys that were stationed at the Army base, and then the neighbors across the way, and yeah, there was quite a few of us.
You're talking about a whole fucking gang. There's what?
Oh
10
yeah.
Of you?
Well, yeah,
Crying out loud.
we went in Kim's pink Cadillac.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're at least a misdemeanor. We're looking for the right cop to catch a felony charge.
I know. God, we had a good time.
Yeah, well, you slip through the cracks driving around loud like that.
I know, in a pink
Or you're
Cadillac,
in the
no
co-
less.
But you're in the country, right? Where it's less police and all that in the long run.
No, that was
But, like,
between Colorado Springs and Pueblo.
Right. So in the city, right? But I grew up in a city where there was nowhere to hide.
Oh, and see, I always think of Colorado Springs as a city. That's a big city to me.
Okay, consider this, right?
Okay.
You could, when I was at 15, you could drive from where I lived in LA south and hit building after building for, I don't know, about 45 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And that was in the 70s.
Ugh.
So I mean, where it's from and then it's north of LA too. Now it's the San Fernando Valley, LA, blah blah blah. But you go all the way south down to San Diego, and it's all built on now.
God, I would be so totally claustrophobic in something like that.
Yeah, and it's about 120-mile stretch where it's just solid restaurants, gas stations, and houses, and malls and shit like that. Solid.
Years and years ago, we did the whole Griswold vacation thing, and took the kids out to Disneyland. Met up with some friends in Bakersfield, and they drove, thankfully. I sat in the back with the kids and talked to the kids and tried not to look outside because, whoa, once you got to a certain point, it's like all you can see. And I saw this haze as we were coming up on LA, and I was like, oh God, that's ugly. And then as we got closer and you could smell it, it was like, oh Lord. So yeah.
And being born and bred in it, your senses develop to accept it. So it's your normal.
Yeah.
So when I went to the country for my first time, with a mind of my own, so to speak, I was probably 12 or 13, right in there somewhere. You're starting to think for yourself a little bit. I had that same feeling about the outdoors. Is wow, this doesn't end. This is great, because I'd been locked up in cities.
I just sock puppet. The chat's been funny. Paul Bunyan asks, what do you get the guy who has everything? You give him POTUS, and sock puppet says a sweater and a dildo. Because if he doesn't like the sweater, he can go fuck himself.
Wow.
Sweater puppies. Oh.
But is this the success that this last selection brought? Is all these wonderful people enjoying each other and getting along and all that hippie shit? No. We're still where we were last week. Nothing changed.
Same thing, only different.
Yeah. I don't get it, Murray.
It's just another day. Hey, you woke up.
Did I
There's a
miss
lot
a
of people
meeting?
that didn't get to.
Did I miss a meeting?
You might have.
Okay, let me ask you. All right, let me ask you a secret code question on the air, because you might not want to talk about what I'm going to ask you to talk about.
Uh-oh.
So I'll ask you in secret code so that whoever's listening doesn't, this doesn't embarrass you in front of anybody. You ready?
Okay.
You want to talk about what we were talking about before the show?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know how to segue into it because it was your emotional thing that you were on, and I understood it and I empathize, but I'm not involved in it to the degree you are. So you go for it.
Go for it, little Missy.
Oh,
Go.
that part, yeah, we were just talking about, because I really was last night. I had to get off of the internet because
Yeah, that the
I
whole. So tell them from as much of a beginning. That's what I mean. Is we didn't bring it up. This was.
well, I started seeing all that bashing on Trump's kids and stuff, and some of it came from I had shared something that I saw that I just thought was entirely too sweet and too absolutely what gets classified as normal. His son Barron was playing peekaboo with his nephew while Trumpelstiltskin was signing something for the cameras. And I thought, oh, that is just too precious. Of course, anytime I see an older sibling of, or something in those situations where you see the older child interacting with the little one like that, and he's back in the back, he's standing behind adults, and so I doubt very seriously, and this is the child that apparently is autistic or somewhat autistic, and he's back there playing with a little one that's like a year old, and just playing peekaboo, and it's like they aren't even part of that room anymore. They're just back there, those two, having a good time. And I thought, that's cool. That is normalizing. That's wonderful. That's what people need to focus on. And then someone posted some shit about, yeah, he's homeschooled, so he'll be the first homeschooled child to go on a shooting spree. And it's like, really? What the fuck? You people have to pick on the children. This child was not doing anything to you. And just by the simple virtue that he happens to be the Trumpster's child, you have to get all evil and hateful. How dare you? And then I thought I would go over to another one of the pages that I'm on Facebook that is supposed to be an enlightening page. It's the 144,000 light workers of the earth, for helping people along the path of awakening. And so I thought I would go over there and get a little something to help boost me out of because I can get myself out of a bad mood, but it's not so easy anymore. So I go and I look for little things that might perk me up a bit, and I go over there, and the first damn thing I see is people going off and, oh, the USA is screwed, and this is going on, and that is going on, and they're dissing and bitching and picking on the kids. And I scolded them. And I let them know that I was really disappointed in them. And then I had to get off the internet. It was like, wow. And I understand, because I don't necessarily want to say that I'm a light worker, because there's so many people that when they hear that, they think, oh, look at her, she's so awakened, she's so... No, I'm just trying to be positive. Yeah. I'm trying to help people see that there are happy things in this world, which to me, that's bringing light into the world. And then,
so another thing gets hijacked. What's new?
So...
Another idea lost.
I understand that, people that are trying to be lighthearted and trying to bring a little happiness, or at least point out a little bring you a happy thought from time to time. Yeah, even we get depressed from time to time. And it does get hard sometimes to get over that.
Wow.
But, man, it's like, oh, Lord. And it's like the leader link that I shared earlier today, which I just happened to see that on Facebook, and it really, really hit home for me, simply because he was saying, being a leader is not so much the big deal. It's the first person to follow that leader. That is the key one. Because you can be out there and you can be doing your thing, and if nobody notices, if nobody pays attention, if nobody follows you, are you really a leader? No, you're not. It's that first person that joins in and goes, hey, I like what you're doing, or I resonate with what you're doing. That is the key individual. That's the one that starts the movement. It's not the one that initiated it. It's the first one that steps in. And that brings me to, you see, my cobwebs are connecting. That brings me to another video that I saw that, you know, there was an individual out there and he was putting out a fire that the peaceful protesters had started, and he just kept saying to them, this is not how we need to be doing this. I'm not happy with the way things are working out either, but this is not how we need to do things. We need to do this in a peaceful way. And he's putting out this fire, and the peaceful protesters are throwing shit at him and yelling at him. And at the same time that they're doing that, they're going, peaceful protesters, the world is watching, while they are abusing the young man that is putting out their fire. And at the end of it, you have two people come up, and one of them smacks him, the other one takes his hat, and then another one smacks him again, and it's like, what the hell? You know, and that's where I go with the whole, that first person, you know, the first person, whether they do something right or do something wrong, it's how the second person reacts to it is what sets the tone. So if the first person that would have thrown something at him, if the next person would have said, what the hell you doing, dude? Seriously, that is just cold. That's harsh. You know, if someone would have called them out on it, you know, if someone would have called them out on it, it would have been done there. Or, you know, especially if someone would have backed them up, it would have been done there. Just like if someone goes out, like in that one video, someone goes out and they just start dancing. And they're dancing as wackadoodle as they can dance, having a good old time. And then someone comes up and they start dancing with them. And that first person that started dancing, they go over and they hug the one that joined them and they egg them on. And next thing you know, here comes another one, and here comes a whole bunch more, because they don't want to be left out. Same thing happens with the
Mary,
negative.
You're dealing with people that want to be left alone in a crowd. It doesn't work. It's not meant to work.
I don't necessarily want to be left alone in a crowd, but I don't want to be abused in a crowd, and which is
right. That's but see, you're talking two different stories there. I'm not talking about being abused in a crowd. I'm just saying some people, like me, do not like being in a crowd. I don't like it. I never liked it.
Oh, I don't like being in a crowd. I do not like being in a crowd. I
hated school. I thought school was so fucking overcrowded and pushy. I hated every day of it. It's too many fucking people. Ugh.
Yeah, it is too many people, but yeah,
you know,
I just, to me, that one video just really broke it down very well for me. It's not necessarily that first person that does something. It's how the next person reacts that carries the tone.
And again, Dork Table rule.
Yeah.
That's your opinion of that. Okay? And some people are going to agree and some people aren't, and they think that's the point.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell people on this Dork Table thing that the problems that we have as people are planned by people that supply us with our energy sources.
Oh, yeah.
And it's this simple to explain, but it's the details that, if you need details, then you don't believe the story.
Well, they understand the human animal.
I'm not going to go speaking for what they understand, because from what I read of what people understand, they don't understand a whole fucking lot, because they're still following leaders that go absolutely nowhere, they produce this crap that we live in, and if you go against them, they punish you for it. That's the way life is now. If you go against the monster devours you.
Yeah.
You can't this, you can't that. Who the fuck who is anybody to tell another person what they can or cannot do? Well, it's all a big plan. And when you start talking about this, then oh boy, the nut jobs are out today. but they deliver it to us through food. They deliver it to us through electricity sources, but we're not taught these things in school. They misdirect you with history and bullshit. But they don't promote you learn. Well, what does a wavelength do, Dad? I don't know. Go ask your mother. You
Yeah.
know where
Yeah.
I'm going with that?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. So as children, we're not even. I don't know. See, I was such a different child that I was the weirdo that people would avoid, you know, because I would be messing with shit that other kids were just terrified of. And the ones that weren't terrified of it were reckless and insane.
See, and I was the weirdo that dressed weird all the time and you know
Yeah, but your
didn't go
mind,
along
yeah,
with the crowd and all that fun
yeah,
shit.
but your mind caught up to you now. You're caught up to date. Now you've got it all in one package. You got the mind and the apparel thing. 'Cause you crack me the fuck. I can't. I Skype. So here we go. We used to turn the camera off,
Uh-huh.
and then because we figured, well, it could interrupt the program. And after last night, I listened to Freakers Ball, and if Grimm's, with his knowledge and his ability, if he's going to get treated like that by the internet, then I'm going to get treated like that, probably 10 times worse. Because I don't even know what to do to fight this shit.
Yeah.
So I figured, fuck it. Well, Skype, I could see your face, and you just went on that rant. Give you a little room to get it off your mind and put a statement out there to be heard. And some people are going to disagree with you, and they got a chat box to tell you so if they don't.
Well, and I'm to the point now where I don't care if someone disagrees or agrees with me because this is my perspective. They are welcome to their own. That is their perspective.
It's the action that matters, not the perspective or the thought of an idea. No, it's what physically fucking took place. What did people do? Let me give you an example, right?
Well, it's the
Twitter.
perspective that starts the action.
Okay, so I'm on Twitter last night, and
Uh-huh.
there's a million ways to look at what I'm going to explain to you.
Okay.
There was a meme thing, and on the top, it was telling you that Bank of America and Starbucks both donated to Hillary. And then on the bottom of the link, it showed you the Bank of America windows and the Starbucks windows that got smashed out during this inauguration thing.
Mm-hmm.
So different people are going to interpret that same story 100 different ways.
Oh, yeah.
In ways that go so deep in your head, you don't even understand why you react to it. You just do. I did. I saw it, and I got my reaction. Boom, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about it. Now, you can look it up for yourself. We all got the internet now.
Yeah.
But the point I'm getting at behind all this bullshit talk is that the powers that be, I like to steal that from you. The powers that be, whatever the fuck.
Well, I like to call them the leeches that be, because they
okay,
suck the lifeblood.
Well, it's not in my mind, it's your authority. It's Cirque's authority, but it ain't my authority. I don't adhere to it. I don't believe it's real at all. It's just a big joke to me. And I've been through the legal system in many different ways over a long period of life. So I'm talking from experience. And when they tell you that you're there under your own consent, they're right. And all you have to do is know how to avoid the problem. And that is not the society that I wish to participate in. Unfortunately, that's what society's become everywhere you go in the modern day.
Yeah.
Now, the American thugs are a lot harsher on the population than, say, the thugs in the UK or the thugs in Denmark.
Yeah.
They're still authority, but they don't take it to the limits that Americans have been trained to tolerate through what I call movies and TV.
I know, because, we're so free.
Right, but it started with films. I've watched a lot of movies, and I thought for a while, what's the point of all this shit? What are they trying to tell us something? And then I started to find things like, yeah, they are trying to tell me something. They're trying to convince me that a cop doesn't need a warrant to search me.
Yeah.
Because I remember a day when the cops said, "Can I search you?" And you said no, and they wouldn't search you. And they wouldn't find it necessary enough to go get a fucking warrant to do it unless you're standing there holding a gun or a bloody knife or, a bag of drugs.
Yeah.
Something stupid, obvious. But now they handcuff 6-year-old children.
Yeah. Yeah, for misbehaving in class.
Wow.
Telling the teacher no.
Yeah, what? Whoa. Holy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of
So,
scary,
yeah.
ain't it?
No, the state wants control of the slave.
Oh, yeah.
Period. And they're
Mhm.
going to get it under the guise of safety is their best. That's the most useful tool they got.
Yeah.
They pull that shit with the fucking vaccinations. They misinform a bunch of dumbasses that can't fucking read, and they tell them a story that they can't read to disprove it, nor do they have the ability to think, hey, maybe they're lying to me. And there's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just saying America. No, 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 no. It's just that's the language that I speak.
Yeah.
And it's not even the most fucking popular language on the planet, people. We got a small audience.
Yeah, we do.
You have no fucking clue how small the people that hear English is. Because, man, there's people I run into in town. The last thing they'd ever expect to hear here is English.
Yeah.
It shocks them. They look around, what? They might hear it on TV or in a class at school, but it's not popular in this area.
Yeah.
Okay, then how did they learn the same fucking shit I learned?
I don't know. That is, wow.
I was walking to the store, Miss Mary. I'm going to hijack the mic. I got to tell you a
Go for
story about the Denmarkians down the road on the way to the grocery store to go get necessary provisions for me and the missus of last night.
Okay.
So what happens is Cirque's coming in on the train, and I'm going to take the dog up to meet her. And the train meets, and I'm watching the inauguration crap on one window, right? And just as it's time for me to leave is when he's getting his greasy fucking Trump nasty fingers all over that nasty fucking Bible. And he starts his little incantation bullshit. And I got to leave to go meet Cirque. So I'm walking the dog to go get her, and I look in one of the neighbor's windows, big 60-inch fucking screen TV watching the inauguration. I felt so bad. I went, wow.
Yeah.
It even followed me here. I mean, if somebody from Denmark moved to America, the last thing they're going to see in somebody's window walking to the store is the Denmark fucking inauguration or whatever the hell it is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody's going to give up. But America is so powerful, and it's such a misguided sense of powerful. It's got nothing to do with me being American and everything to do with American money runs this fucking country.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's one of those, it's a really, really great big world to get out there and explore, and yet it's a very small world at the same time. It's the two sides of the coin. There's always that, and I know Circles doesn't agree with that whole duality thing.
No, she doesn't. No.
But
that's her, right.
Well,
but
yeah,
see,
that's her
beauty.
perspective. But I always see that whatever, if you've got a truth right here, there's always someone is always going to look at whatever that truth is that you have and see it the opposite way, and it's still going to be the truth for that person.
Right. I think that's where we compromised from way back when we were just chatting on WT. Way back when I first got on there.
Yeah.
I was new, and there was a few of the old people that had been around, so taught me how to navigate the site and use this and that, because it was kind of new. Kaz did a really good job on the technical shit.
Yeah.
I never did complain about that. But anyway, so I remember you as always being nice, and when somebody was new, you would be there to get them. They had a question, how to use this, how to use that. That's where I met you at.
Yeah, I was the greeter.
And okay, but you're an affable, friendly person, and I'm mean as fuck.
But you were intriguing.
Yeah, but I'm still mean. I mean, it's mean based, and it's as much of an excuse as it is. It's still a reason, and I know it sounds like, well, you should be able to control that, and yeah, to some degrees, I do, and then sometimes I can be pushed far enough to where I don't give a fuck what you think anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we sit around thinking that we know shit and we're in control, and no, you're not. It's all a fucking illusion, the whole thing. And hey, did you see that thing I sent you through Skype over maybe the last couple of days? I sent you one of those
Meditation.
wavelength.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, wavelength music kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like
But
a 6-hour thing.
Yeah, or 2, I think.
Oh,
That
is
was
it only
2.
2? Cripes.
I
Well,
don't know. I found so many good ones. I might have sent you. I don't know. You know how I am on the computer. It might have looked like the one I wanted to send you, so I sent it. And then sometimes I get lucky, and the mistakes that I make come out better than the stuff I intended to do in the first place.
well, yeah.
Yeah, well, but that's what I mean. Your intentions are what matter, because I tried to send you something you'd like, right? To say, hey, did you ever see this shit? Because we do this to each other all the time, and sometimes you're not interested at that moment, so you pass by it.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually whatever thing we agree upon brings it around on the guitar again, and we hit that chord one more time. And,
Yeah.
and there you go.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I don't think I explained fuck all about what it is I'm thinking, but it's about wavelengths and harmony and technical stuff that we should be taught this as soon as we're children. As soon as they teach us numbers and how to say goodbye. But no. So I don't want other people to not know this exists. If they don't care, that's on them. Let them miss it if they don't want to know. But if you have an interest in it, this is the thing to check out. And it goes so many directions. You're not stuck in one groove.
Yeah.
But what did you feel when you listened to the music? Do you remember?
Oh, wow. Just a sec. I turned one volume down, and I had to turn another one up. I don't know why
she's
it pulled the
pushed
other one. I'm
buttons.
pushing buttons. I'm pushing buttons.
What would we do without you?
I don't know. Them damn button pushers, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait a minute. You got to ask me that question again.
I forgot what I said. I was reading the chat, waiting for you to answer whatever the hell I was going on about. But
I heard
the
my
good
little
thing about
ding from...
wait, I've
What?
got my book.
Okay.
Now you got me on a run. Okay.
Okay.
I thought this is Dork Time with Flash and Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Name a good thing that gets a bad result. I thought of sex, but that was all I could think of.
Wow. Okay.
What?
Okay. Wow.
I know, huh?
I'm thinking cosmic significance here. I'm thinking
Wow, okay.
massive. Okay. Now, I know you diss on Facebook all the time. I know a lot of people diss on Facebook all the time, but I really do get some wonderful nuggets there. And first thing this morning, I saw it is not possible to consistently feel positive emotion about something and have it turn out badly. For the way you feel will tell you if you're allowing your nature, well-being or not. Once you understand that the way you feel indicates your level of allowing or resisting, you now hold the key to creating anything you desire. That's the first thing I saw this morning. And then you asked that question, and I'm like, Holy crap, epiphany,
Oh.
synchronicity. Wow. So did you see the whole starburst shit going off over my head?
It, pretty much. Well, yeah, because I got you on Skype,
Yeah.
but I think that came through in your voice.
Ah.
And you're an excellent reader, Miss Mary, an excellent reader. But what I was talking about that I forgot that I remembered again
Oh, yay.
was the there are more harmonies. Anyway, sound is it's the wavelength it's on is not good for us.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And there is a what do you call it? But how do you explain? I don't have all the technical crap in front of me, but it's the same as knowing that Coke is bad for you and drinking it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, if you know it, that's one thing to know something. Whoopty fucking doopty. This is why I don't think knowledge and scholarships and brilliance on that fucking nonsense. Because when it comes right down to it, a brilliant man will drink a Coke.
Yes.
There you go. All right. So hold that thought for a minute, because
Okay.
a brilliant man will smoke a joint.
Yeah.
A brilliant man will shoot an armload of heroin. There's all kinds of different activities that are just freaking terrifying to the public that brilliant people go, wait a minute, let's see if it's true. And they're called pioneers if they are in a covered wagon with horses in front of it. But if the explanation changes to something that you're trained to be afraid of or detest, all of a sudden the rules change.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I mean, if you're pioneering something, I don't see how the government has any fucking business to tell you not to. They got plutonium. They're making fucking nuclear bombs. I'm going to compete with them? What are they afraid of? And then all this horseshit about government secrets and military secrets and all this, it's bullshit to keep us behaving like a bunch of dumb fucks. And it works. Did you see that inauguration? Okay, it was no Obama inauguration or whatever, but just as much, it still got supported by a lot of fucking dummies.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing good came out of all of that. Nothing. All they did was make fun of little kids and break windows. And now they're going to run around telling everybody how the rich are going to get their taxes cut and there's going to be 25 million more jobs so that you can pay for it with it. I mean, how far do these people go before somebody understands you're being fucking screwed? You don't have what you think you have is an illusion. And you know that because you can't go outside your fucking house and be comfortable where you're at the way things are. You always want them to change. Wow. I don't want to live like that. Mm-mm. And that's what that inspired. The links I saw about smashing windows and burning trash cans and mobs of people trying to get their fucking way through group conscience. Fuck you. Why don't you people stay where you're at? I mean, crying out fucking loud.
Yeah, my sister-in-law said that yesterday she, for the first time in her life, she watched an inauguration, and she said, you know what? I watched it from my living room with my feet up on the footstool, had a nice clear picture on the TV, got up and got coffee when I wanted to, could still hear it, didn't have to worry about the throngs of people, didn't have to worry about someone throwing anything at me. I was just in my home watching it on the tube, and I thought, good for you, good for you. Although, first time she's ever watched one, which I gotta admit, that was the first one I've ever watched too. And part of the reason why I watched it was this perverse little, is somebody going to do something stupid? If they do, the train wreck mentality kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was part of why I watched it, and the other part was, it was on the TV at work, and the volume was up because we had a customer sitting there, so it was like, okay, and so I chit-chatted with the customer about it. But those are that was the basic. Other than that, if I wouldn't have had a customer in there with, wanting to watch it and actually hear it, I don't know that it would have engaged my curiosity or backed up my curiosity enough to make me actually want to watch it. It took that little impetus of someone else wanting to watch and listen to it that pushed me over that little line that I went, okay, yeah, I'll watch, I'll listen. And I actually enjoyed it. I mean, some of what he said felt good to hear. Now,
Okay.
no, not all of it, but some of what was said felt good to hear. And so I was kind of like,
Wow.
okay, you know what? He's good at. He's got some good speech writers. He's good at saying what was written for him to say. You know, and he's good at connecting, and he's very good at saying what a lot of people will go, did he just say what I think he said?
Yeah.
Because he's done that the whole damn time. So, you know, I saw a lot of positives in that. And the
course you did.
negatives I just kind of glazed over like, same shit, different day. Yeah, he's just another politician. But I was able to get a little bit of positive out of it, so I stayed in a positive mood until I saw the ass munches later, and then, but you know, it's one of those frequency things. You know, you can keep your frequency going really well, and you can be doing really good, but when an alternative frequency, one that is so not opposite, because sometimes the opposite ones, they either clash and then move on, or they just move past each other. One that comes at you from the side and just keeps bombarding until it finally hits a hole in yours. You know, it's that
Wow.
peripheral shit that gets you. It's not
Yes, Miss
necessarily
Mary.
what you see coming in front of you. It's the peripherals that'll get you. And that's what got me. And I admit, I allowed it to get to me. I did not
Yeah.
have to allow it in, but I did.
No, that's well, there you go. But see, and you're one of the few people that'll openly and honestly say whatever the hell happened without, yeah, you got no clutch. I got a clutch. I just went through 3 quarts of gear oil in that sentence. I couldn't even speak. I was so flabbergasted because you just go blah. Thank you, Miss Mary. I needed to wipe that up anyway.
Why do you think I keep you around?
Because
You know,
I have a tendency to just go, bah.
you come to my house on the day of my daughter's wedding and ask me to do murder. Okay, we'll talk.
Anyway,
So,
is this rant along with Married Day, or is anything pleasing you at all, or are you just on tilt on being disappointed?
no, I'm
'Cause-
getting better, and you know, it's just I needed to get those evil spirits out of the building, because if I don't get them, I'm most definitely like my mother in that aspect.
Yeah.
If I don't get it out, if I just let it
Yeah.
stay running around rampant in my head and rearranging my cobwebs, then that's all it'll do all day long. But if I talk about it and get it out, then I got it out and it's done. I'm good.
I see that. So I was trying,
I was trying to change the mood here with a little bit of shifting and moving and stuff.
Well, I see
There
P.
you go.
Bunyan just, he got up long enough to peel 6 boiled eggs.
Wow. Is
Wow.
that good?
I think he's going to be gassy, and I
The
don't think we want to be
Dork
around him.
Award for egg peeling goes to Paul Bunyan. Long
Yeah.
may you reign, sir. Long may you reign. I don't know.
That was a totally dorkular comment, though. It's like,
Yeah.
booyah.
Yeah. Well, see, there I get to be all my alter egos, when we're doing the radio thing, because I come here to have a good time and talk to you about what's going on, and I don't know, communicate with other, not so much like-minded people, but semi-sane motherfuckers that don't want to kill anybody.
See, and that's the thing that I see in the RLM chat is
Yeah.
we can have there can be some real rip snorters, and I, when I watch some of this stuff, because a lot of times I just sit back and watch. I'm
Yeah.
kind of pervy like that, but I'll
Yeah.
sit back and I'll watch, and in my mind I'm seeing keyboards with smoke coming off of them because these people are tappity 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 right back, firing
Yeah.
back and forth at each other, and it's
Yeah.
like bam, 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 all these opinions, booyah, booyah, and it's all coming in here, and I'm expecting it to implode or explode just any moment now, and then at the end of the day, they're all saying nighters or just dropping out or what have you, and the next morning
Yeah.
they're all back for round 2.
Another day on. That's what I'm saying about, as children, we are trained to interpret information on the wrong levels of communication. And what we're capable of is so fucking phenomenal that I think if you're not stifled early so you don't believe you can be a certain whatever, you'll never want to be a certain whatever. And what keeps you from being what you want to be is that you say you can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, because
And
your mind, you really need to pay attention because your mind is listening. And
Yeah,
whatever
that's one way
you
to put it,
say,
yeah.
your mind will
Mm.
listen and will make it so.
So that's why I'm spending more time investigating this wavelength and all the ideas that are connected to it. Not like there's a million of them, but there's probably 100 million of them. But don't need to be bothered with all the details. You just need to have a direction, and if it interests you, you got something that you go, oh, I'm going to try that out. And it takes about 15 minutes, and wow. If you believe something works, that is what makes that thing work.
Yeah.
And that's as real to you as breathing air. And is simple to explain, but we're not taught that. We're taught it's weird to be normal, and it's normal to be weird. That's what society has turned around to. And when you think about it, it's like it wasn't enough. Like when what's his name hit that head on, killed somebody guy thing. He was an actor or something, or a tennis player or something. Anyway, got his sex changed.
McEnroe. Oh, no. Oh,
No,
no.
all
McEnroe did that, didn't he?
No,
Oh, no.
I don't-
Oh, yeah.
I-
I know
I'm
which
bad.
one. Okay, Jenner.
There
Caitlyn
you go.
Jenner.
But see, and then all the attention was taken off the crime and put on the bizarre activity that he was doing. And I look back at it to see it as they're conditioning society to accept another bizarre to make it a norm,
Yeah.
make it common, just like they do with crime. The cops kick doors in, pull people, shove them around, pull them around, sit on them, it's all illegal activity. They can't do that. But society's accepted it as the normal, so it goes unpunished.
Yeah. And
'Cause
or
my
they
dad would-
deflect it, because it's like that young man that raped the girl
What?
by the dumpster. He's a white kid that had a scholarship to college and all, but this girl was drunk and he raped her and he got 3 months, whereas another kid that
Oh yeah, right.
and that's playing into the whole race bullshit. But what they kept doing with this white kid was, well, this would tarnish the rest of his life. This would be so
Yeah.
detrimental
Yeah, the
to
poor
this
guy,
poor
yeah.
scholarship child, this
Yeah.
rich child, is how they kept putting that shit out there. And I'm thinking, as if the rest
There
of
you go.
her life hasn't been altered drastically by
Completely.
his actions. You're
Unfucking
going to say that the reason why he shouldn't get punished is because this would be detrimental to the rest of his life, whereas his actions were already detrimental on the rest of her life. She's going to have to dig herself up out of that hole, and that's not an easy hole to dig out of, trust me. But oh well, we just can't punish him for that because, well, it would ruin him. Well, maybe he should have thought of that before he stuck his wick in someone's well. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yes, Miss Mary.
It just
Oh, you're just all over the anger charts today, though. I'll
It's
tell you.
just very infuriating how people will use some of the most asinine excuses to excuse asinine
Right.
behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't see old faggy hands grab any pussy. I was waiting. I was looking. Nothing.
Oh,
He's
see?
all talk. He's one of those football players that gets all the girls. Yeah. Right. That guy. Never mind.
Yeah.
Bad joke. Well, what I'm saying in secret code here, Miss Mary, it's
Uh-huh.
very simple. Pay attention. This you
Okay.
might want to write this
Okay.
down.
Oh, okay.
Things aren't always what they appear to be.
No.
I've spoken. Hey, I said it. Yeah, yeah. Things. Yeah, you look at something, and like Joe Pesci, I learned a lot from Joe Pesci because he played a lawyer that knew shit, and what this guy knew was that the other guy's going to show these people this brick, and he's going to explain how the brick is solid, but in reality, it's not even a brick. But you have to see it from the right angle to realize that. And I thought about that for a while. So if you learn the language that's being spoken to you, then you'll know what people are talking about.
Hmm.
I found another misguided soul on Twitter, I think earlier today.
Oh, you
That,
did?
yeah, I will loosely quote this poor child as, it wouldn't be legal to trick you out of your consent in a maritime court. Loosely translating what she wrote. And wow, you're tricked in there by your signature. The minute you speak, you're giving consent. So no. Either you maintain your freaking silence and never utter a sound and do not sign anything, or you tell them what you know will get you out of having to be involved in it in the first place. That's not a direct Hal quote, but Hal's logic towards law helps me, and he gets mad, because I'm a cricket. I got the information, I listened to a show, but I don't take physical action and do something about it. And the reason behind that is my wife is happy the way she lives. I don't have any right to single-handedly decide for her, well, you know what, sweetheart, this is for your own good and we're going to do it. So I've got all this legal knowledge at my fingertips. It's just unapplicable because of I chose to do things this way, But I'm not, but I'm not a player in the game. I'm just kind of sitting back watching everybody else play.
Well, see, okay, and you know what just popped into my head when you said that?
No,
I
how could I know till you tell me there? What do I? It's Flash, lady, Flash, not Sigmund the Guru. Come on. You got to tell me shit. I don't read
Okay.
minds.
Okay, you're
Not for
talking
less
about
than
you're not
$20.
playing the game. You're sitting back and watching it. And the first thing that popped into my head, Bill Cosby, and I know Bill Cosby. Yeah, it's Bill Cosby. He's such a horrid person. Whatever. I wasn't there. I don't know. I just know that this was a
Doesn't matter,
funny
yeah.
skit when he was talking about his children were not behaving, and they had convinced him, because the youngest said chocolate cake, and so he gave them chocolate cake for breakfast because it had wheat, it had milk, it had eggs. Breakfast. So,
Yep.
and all the children are do 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 do. Dad is great, gives us chocolate cake, and I'm seeing all of this as you said that, and he said, And then my wife comes down, and I have had enough of this, which I did that a lot when my children were little because I was the one that had to be the adult in the room. In any case, he would sit back. The
Oh, you
children were
poor
running
thing.
around trying to not get swatted. They would run his direction to hide behind Daddy, and he would kick them back into play. And all of that story was just to say he would kick them back into play.
Mm. Wow. Hey,
But
have you become a Deke Jackson fan? You know who I'm talking about?
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've listened to some of his stuff.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
really
Well,
don't know that I'm a fan of
I
anybody.
want no. Okay, but look, I just
Yeah,
want to make sure you're familiar. Okay. No, let me
yeah,
continue the
okay.
question. Boy, you're harsh under the man. What? This is like Admiralty Court. You're the giddiest witness in the entire history of Admiralty Court. Jeez. Okay. So he takes a camera thing, to videotape himself, and he goes on a walkabout, so to speak, around a
Uh-huh.
neighborhood in England,
Mhm.
and he explains his version of what these houses represent to him and how he sees things. And there were a few memorable things off it to me about. He thinks that the atmosphere is recycled
Oh
in
yeah.
an unnatural way. Well,
Okay,
okay,
I
well,
agree with
these
that.
people misdirect you with comments like global warming, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean that what's behind the name isn't true. It means the name is misdirecting you so you'll
Dismiss it.
disregard it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you can go giving friction against it, then you got the conquer and divide that pick sides thing going on. Nothing ever comes of those. We end up in all constant disagreement till the end of our fucking life. That's what the societies that we build create
Mhm.
on purpose.
Mhm.
And whether you really know it or not, you're accomplice to your own fucking misery through tricks and deceit and lies. Yet you support this crap.
Yeah.
I motherfucker. I don't I don't get it. But I don't know. It's so disappointing to read about free zones, and the things that I see on Twitter just annoy the fuck out of me. People are so caught up in their groups and their I'm in this group and I'm in that group, and they don't realize, well, the smaller your group is, the more groups you're going to have to conquer because you're all on different wavelengths. It doesn't work. It's not designed to work.
And yet the
And they
bigger
think,
your group is, the less efficient it will be.
well, not only less efficient, but the louder voice you have gets you your way while the guys are stealing from the bank.
Yeah,
I
because your
mean,
group is so big, it's all focused one direction, and you're not seeing what's coming up behind or that peripheral that gets you every
and, and,
time.
and what they call proof in this life, keeping books, right? And you have all this electronic trickery and gadgets and all this hackers do this and hackers do that bullshit going on. And the average Joe like me, I don't fucking hacking. What the fuck? So I chose to ignore all this Russian hackers nonsense. And now they're coming out saying that, well, it wasn't a hack, it was a leak. Somebody leaked the information out. Blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
Okay, well, you know what? I started out not believing two words these government fucks say in the first place. So personally, I didn't have to go through all that drama about, oh, the Russians are hacking, blah, blah. Okay, that's nice. That's my side. Okay, that's nice. Good. Good for them. And then when I found out they weren't, good for them. I don't give a flying fuck. And I think that the knowledge that we're given is inferior because they make things that sound more possible than they truly are. And your average Joe doesn't really know what he's being told. He just joins a group to believe in. I'm going to join them because there's a lot of them and they look like they can fight.
Ah. Well, yeah, and some of that might be, oh, look, I see a train wreck coming. Let's
People
watch.
were people were mocking these dumb kids burning trash cans on the internet. Okay, and I'm just beyond violence. I don't understand why anybody could lower their mentality to a level of physical violence to to do what? To prove what? doesn't really do much. It's an ego trip, I suppose. But outside of that, no good comes from it. Well, self-defense and all. And, if we weren't taught to be aggressive, we wouldn't need self-defense. If we were taught to get along on a human nature level that was good for everybody, we wouldn't need to be fighting everybody and calling everybody a fucking nigger. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah, true. You know what? And while I was listening, and I did hear every bit of what, but then I saw over here in the chat, Kate, because
Yeah.
I saw Grammy.
Yay, Grammy.
Kate said that was saying good morning to Chloe, and she said that it was
Yay.
something good that has a bad result question,
Oh, yeah.
and she
No, I
said
asked
chocolate.
that. Oh, there you go. See? Absolutely. But it's weird that when you do it, you don't find anything bad, really. You just find something that you like that has a negative side to it. You tolerate it because it tastes good.
Yeah.
But you know that going in, okay?
Yeah. See, and
So-
I'm getting to the point now where, if I eat chocolate, which, okay, I got to admit, I have a couple of, sometimes I have a couple of Hershey's Kisses, or my children gave me some really good dark chocolate for Christmas. So, but I always have a little bit of chocolate before I go to bed. So I can have my little chocolate fix or whatever, and that way I'm going to bed, so I won't sit there and binge. But even if I do eat several pieces of chocolate and I happen to gain weight, I am now of the mindset that just means there's more of me to love.
Oh. Wow. Okay. 318 things to forget Grammy Mary ever said. I'm not keeping score or anything.
No,
No. I just don't want to ignore you while you say it. I just want to forget certain things that you said.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm fucking around with you.
I know you are. And I just got to tell you, we're under a half an hour, so we got to behave ourselves on this time thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because we got Rob Works hanging in like a hair in a biscuit coming on right after us.
He'll be
Probably
on.
on
Yeah.
He's probably on his last nerve with his internet service right now.
More than likely.
Last night, I was telling you about the Freakers Ball.
Uh-huh.
And Moosey couldn't stay connected. She was getting, the computer was muting her microphone. And then, of
Skype,
course,
I think. Yeah.
Well, whatever. Okay. But the technology's taken over, man. It does things that the average normal guy doesn't know what to do. So I think that Grim needs to set up an RLM hotline for people that have communication problems and need help, because there's lots of brainiacs on the site that know what to do. SOS.
Grammy!
I know, poor Grim. He spends more time working on our shit than he does his own.
Probably.
There you go. Well, he sacrificed. He's the one that had to start all this crazy shit. It wasn't my idea. I'm just piling on top of him like another dog in the pack.
Yeah, Chloe, Ghirardelli is what my kids gave me for Christmas.
Ooh, the fancy chocolate.
Yeah.
From San Francisco, California. I'm telling you, I seen it with my own two eyes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I limit myself to just one in the evening so I don't binge.
Oh, I just remembered a job story.
Okay.
It was probably just turning 30, or I looked 20 for a long time before it finally caught up to me. So I got this job when I was 30. I think I was about 30, as a bike messenger in San Francisco. Okay.
Oy.
And delivering blueprints to the financial district, right?
Oh, okay.
And it was like a 5-block trek. And I liked to wear nice clothes. And San Francisco was comfortable. You didn't have to, it didn't rain every day and all that it was very chilly, but comfortable if you're walking and whatnot. So all the bike messengers, I've been there for like 10 minutes, and I decided I'm just going to walk.
Ah.
I could walk and get there and back just as fast as anybody on a bike.
Yeah.
Okay. Within a few minutes. I mean, one way or the other. But anyway, so I upset a lot of people, but the Embarcadero is a real famous building in San Francisco, and so is the pyramid. And I used to deliver to these buildings, and I knew my way around. And
Mhm.
at the time, I was really interested in drawing and photography and things like that. So there you go. And I supported all my little habits by delivering blueprints. It was such a piece of cake job to have, and life was good. And when you got to work, before I could find a better way, I took odd jobs in the cities to survive.
Ah. Hmm.
And yeah, and would network, make connections with other people in other businesses, do trading and whatever would come my way. I'd try to make some kind of dough off it, make a bakery, man, make cookies.
Oh, there you go.
That way, none of the little kitties don't have no sweets.
Yeah. My brother
Because when
Joey
you
is talking about doing that, and he makes the most amazing monster cookies. I mean,
Oh,
they're
monster
monster.
cookies.
They're like, the little plate that goes underneath a teacup kind of thing. That's how
are,
big they are, and they're
are they made out of real monsters?
no, no,
No,
but real
nah,
monsters
no.
nibble on them all the time.
I was excited until you said no. Okay, I'm done.
Uh,
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back to that wavelength thing, right?
mm-hmm.
So, I'm doing a little bit of investigative work on it,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And I was going through the RLM,
Mm-hmm.
and that's connected to what's that? ICU
IRC.
or no, no,
No,
no,
or
no.
what?
Well, anyway, it's on. It's here. I can open it and just read it. I don't know why I'm trying to remember it because old people have trouble remembering their freaking phone numbers. And yeah, I put it on my dog's collar, but I never put the collar on the dog. So mm,
Oops.
you win a few, you lose a few. But oh yeah, so where I was going to is I went over to we have the RLM thing now on Skype or on Skype on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Can't talk shit, but I'm on the upstairs computer that doesn't work the same, so I'm gonna have to do it a little differently here.
Okay.
Stalling in my very dorkiest voice. How am I
Oh.
doing?
Well, if you're going
And
to
I'm
be stalling, I'm going to talk about because over here they're talking
uh,
about nutritional supplements. Which thank you, J. Dread Hansel, for giving
uh,
everybody nutritional supplements.
mm,
And P. Bunyan is talking about his pants do not allow too much growth on his legs, especially when he does an arduous pack test. And it's like,
mm,
dude, seriously, stop wearing corduroys. Yeah,
mm.
in the winter time there are times when I yeah, go all Sasquatch.
Wow.
that's
And
that's
this
319 things now that you want to forget.
and you call this a matter of conversation?
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
you
yeah,
Oh,
do.
have you lost your mind? I just lost mine. That was me playing that music. That did that come through?
No, it didn't.
Oh yeah, it did. Oh, it's on my headphones. So
It's
okay.
on your
Ooh.
headphones. I don't hear it.
Well, what I was lucky you. It was loud. Anyway, what I was trying to get to, I'm on a different computer that works different than the one I've been using all.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
kind of retarded. Anyway, so on my computer downstairs, I can do this magical thing. It's called open up other links. And
Ah.
yeah, and I'd opened up the RLM link and I ran into a guy named Patrick Jordan. And he's done some shows with Shally Lama.
Oh.
And I recommend. I didn't know this stuff is buried underneath all this other shit, and I found it, and I went, yeah, let's give it a listen. Not a lot of people listen to it, right?
Uh-huh.
I strongly recommend if you're interested in something new to think about that you check this guy Jordan, Patrick Jordan,
Okay.
and Shally Lama. Yeah. So, but unfortunately, I'm such a dork on the damn computer. I tried to open it and get a link for you, and it was bad. I had to shut it all off. I was playing old links of yours in my head while you're talking, and it was the worst minute of my life, Mary.
I hate when
I
that
may have
happens.
been permanently scarred. I may never be the same.
Oh, well.
Oh, doctor.
You say
me
that
on
like
some
that's a bad
medications.
thing.
Yeah, well, I'd hate to have to go on medication to be comfortable.
Yeah, as you light up your pipe.
Yeah, but see, this is
Mental
is an
pancakes.
illegal mood-altering substance that other people think is horrible.
Mental pancakes just put in the chat.
Yeah.
Newsflash,
Yeah.
corduroy pillows now making headlines.
Talk about your plays on words. Well, cakes. I don't know. It was a clean joke. I'll give him on the dork scale of 1 to 10. I'll give him a 4 for clean. Wow.
And then Rain puts in seminal fluid helps.
Dyslexia strikes again. Oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Hey, they're competing with us on the chat room for being funny. Hey, we can't have this. Quick, tell us a joke, Mary.
Quick. Okay. I just happen to have. My mother gave me this. My mother's so awesome. See?
Yeah.
It's a
Pretty
book.
good joke book.
Yeah.
I can read too when it's really slow and you don't shake so much.
Oh, man, it's all really, really small typing, too. Okay, so why
Yeah.
did God make man before women?
He was practicing.
You need a rough draft before you make the final copy.
Yeah, practicing. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if that's why they call it a tallywhacker, because he whacked that thing off. Okay,
Wow.
okay, why were men given larger brains than dogs? So they won't hump your leg at a cocktail party.
Still do. Didn't work. It's mine. It's mine. I can do whatever I want. Leave me alone.
Yo.
I got signed fucking documents and permission from every fucking buddy. You can't stop me. This is mine.
Okay,
Dog that, motherfucker.
here's a yo joke for you. Yo mama so skinny, her eyes are single file.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, Mother, this is funny.
You're so easily amused, Miss Mary.
Yes, I am.
I didn't realize I was dealing with your inner freaking child today.
Yo mama's so short, she poses for trophies.
Wow. Okay. It's got you a giggling. Help. I need help. I think perhaps my mind is on the more, deviant side of humor than your simple innocence and such that you carry on with. My mind goes towards the dark deep end and doesn't stop until I hit brick. Don't know why I'm like that. Okay, continue, Mary. I'll quit. She's laughing without reading. Oh yeah, we got some smoky mirrors. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have following the Dork Table today, live from someplace down south where it doesn't fucking snow. We've got Smoke and Mirrors with Rob Works and Quasimodo.
Yay! Okay. What do you get when you take Viagra with beans?
What do I get?
Yeah.
It's not what I get that matters, it's what I give. I don't know.
A stiff wind.
Wow.
Oh, come on. These are funny.
Jokes on the Dork Table with Mary. Okay, Mary. Yeah, well, Cirque does that to me, and I gotta tell you the same fucking thing I tell her. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Pay attention, woman. This is important shit. Because, you know, I have to remind her that I'm 57 years old and I have
So
been
she needs to
around.
talk louder.
No. See, then you got interrupted my
Your
my
flow.
rant. No, my rant.
Yeah, it was on
I
a
know,
rant,
it's fun. You do it all
Now
the
I'm
time.
gonna
I
go.
wanted to try on your shoes for a while.
Now I'm gonna go all Jewish on you, and I'm gonna make you suffer for your behavior. And I'm gonna raise your taxes 12%. That's right. You want it 15? Speak up, motherfucker.
Oh, Dorkaline just told one, Graham's Dork, you
Oh,
are so American, even your mama is ashamed of you.
jeez. Wow. Yeah, she practiced that one on me yesterday or this morning.
Oh, that's a
And
good
yeah.
one.
Oh, Cirque has that dry sense of humor shit.
Uh-huh.
It's too bad she doesn't like the radio because me and her, man, we sometimes we're just laughing. It's so fucking hard. It's anyway. Your ribs are hurting from laughing. You gotta go stop, shut up for 5 minutes so I can breathe. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Free just did the joke thing, and Barman says, points to ponder. If you throw a cat out a car window, does it become kitty litter?
Cheap jokes are us. Well, apparently it does.
Okay,
I don't.
did you hear about the thieves who stole an entire shipment of Viagra?
No.
Police are looking for a gang of hardened criminals.
Okay. Hardened criminals. Oh boy, was that not clever?
That was so clever.
So what
That
do
was beyond clever.
what do Eskimos get from sitting on the ice too long?
Cold assholes.
Polaroid.
That's funny. Okay. Because I do like to play on oid. I've got a natural inclination to always go with words that end in oid. They always make me laugh. Think of an oid word that's not funny. Go on.
I'm
Oid.
annoyed.
See? They're funny words. Oid. It's so, and it's Jewish too. It's like one of those faggy Jew thing words. Oid.
Yeah, be annoyed. The world needs more noids.
Yeah, and oid. I don't want to. And I wonder, okay, now, but then we'll go to the wavelengths, right? And I wonder what kind of wavelengths we disturb when we say certain things with certain ideas behind them.
I don't know, but I got a knock joke
Well,
for
your
you.
words resonate frequency, so I would assume that if you dug a little deeper, then you'd find out the pattern of words you use would repeat a certain cycle or create a certain cycle. And maybe the inquisitive mind damages that negative flow that we live in, and that's why they try to stifle us from thinking.
Grimmy just told a yo
still-
mama joke.
I knew
Yo
it.
mama's got so many gaps in her teeth it looks like piano keys. Okay, I got a knock joke for you.
Okay,
Knock.
who's there?
Bisquick.
Bisquick who?
Yeah. Bisquick, your pants are on fire.
Oh, Bisquick. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
one
trying
more. One more, and then
Oh,
I'll stop it
help
for a while.
All right, one
Okay.
more.
If
Yeah.
H2O is on the inside of a fire hydrant, what is on the outside?
Your mama? I don't. Fuck. Help me.
K9P.
Oh, how did I get into this? Man, my mom was right. I'd get mine someday, she would say when I was young. You'll see. You'll see. Wow. So,
Oh,
you know,
hi, Ivy Dauncey's wife, Carol. Or Mary
Hey,
Carol.
it's,
Hi. Hi, Mary from Mary. Hi, Ivy Dauncey. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
okay. I don't know. I'm scared. I live with the queen of syrup, I do radio once a week with her sister, the West Coast distributor, Queen of Syrup.
Okay, and
And
now
it,
see, now I'm gonna do another one.
mm,
How much do pirates pay for their earrings?
why, I don't know. A leg,
A
an arm and
buccaneer.
a leg, a buccaneer. Oh, wow. Who knew we would ever go to this low of a dork level? I didn't see it coming. I thought you were the sane one out of the two of us.
That's what you get for
Whoops.
having an independent
Yeah.
thought.
But at least I figured it out before the year was up. Yeah, we're coming up on a year in May.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Right after me and my wife come up with 3, me and you in this here dork thing go a whole year.
Wow. Dang, has
I
it
know.
been that long?
Yeah. Well, it will. It's already the end of January. It's not a few months, but yeah.
Oh, how fun.
Well, that's because we have matured since the days in which we started this here spectacular epic radio program.
I know. I'm waving at I.B. Dauncey and his lovely bride, Mary, because she said hi
But
back.
it it was nice, in a sick way. It was kind of nice for you to have a chance to vent your anger today.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was.
well, I'm not pleased you did it because I had other ideas, but you deserve a break.
Thank you. And see, it
Yeah,
led
well,
to me telling stupid jokes and laughing like an idiot.
right. When you release the pressure out of something that's overinflated, if you don't go too far, you'll get balance eventually.
Eventually.
Some people are immune to being deflated. They think it's bad. They
I'm a
make things bad and they get a bad result
Yeah.
instead of what you do, which is get it out of your system and feel better.
Yep. I'm a
And I've
weeble
learned
wobble.
that. Okay, and since we started this here show, right? I know
Mhm.
it was my idea and I kind of bullied you into doing it with me, but you you have, what do you call it? Like moments, where you need to say certain shit. Now
Yeah.
I'm just loud and aggressive, but
Yeah, but you have
you
your
need-
moments too.
not like you do, dear.
Well, that's
I
true.
mean,
Nobody has moments like I do.
No, because I could hear, as I was listening to you earlier, I could hear anger in your tone that I don't normally hear when you're telling a joke. So,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna end this show in a few minutes so that Rob and his gang can come on and do the smoke and mirrors about land patents.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and I'm gonna end it with this on my side, and then if you want to talk some more, you can. But I wanted to say this: all that knowledge doesn't help us here, all right? But the people we could help telling them in America, that might make a difference because that's what the audience to RLM is, Americans. And even though I know I'm not American anymore and all that horse shit, whatever you want to call that nonsense, is I got a lot of knowledge through a lot of people, and we're just trying to make the playing field a little bit more level so you know what you're doing in it.
Oh, there
And
you
if
go.
if you get any assistance out of this because we're having a good laugh and making jokes about shit, that's what it's for, comic relief to ease the pain.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when you laugh, you have that lovely little Acme light bulb moment, those epiphanies where you see things just a wee bit different. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
Rob's saying let him know when you disconnect on
Okay.
the RLM.
Okay, and we
Because
got
I don't care how we end this stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
okay.
I just have fun talking with you.
It is fun. Well, y'all have been listening to the Dork Table here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3, also on the RLMRadio.xyz site, and lots of other RLM radio sites that are out there. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. And we've got podcasts all over the place as well, so that's just totally cool. Right after us will be Rob Works with his wonderful guest on Smoke and Mirrors, talking to you about, like Flasheroonie said, land patents, and I'm sure it's going to be extremely informative. And I'm so glad he does podcasts so that I can listen to it several times, so maybe some of it will sink in good. Also, this evening, Bo Diddy will be on with some bodacious tunage. Then tomorrow at noon will be Grimner with the blues, leading you into Hal Anthony, who's going to open up a can of whoop ass on yo ass, because why? You need it. And then tomorrow evening, did I say that? Okay. Tomorrow evening is Gary L. and Gigi's Boo with The Road Less Traveled. That's also very, very informative, very, very entertaining, just absolutely wonderful. Be sure to check them out. I'll be back on Wednesday with my rocket chair. So, wow, I got through that really fast, didn't I? I'm so impressed with myself. And yes, Rob Works, I will do that. I will let you know when I log off, because I know I've got like a 45-second delay is kind of what I've calculated it at. So I kind of try and wait 45 seconds before I shut stuff off. And the lovely Dorkaline, she's so wonderful, and she keeps Flasher Rooney in his coffee, so that's a good thing, because he needs the wake with his bake, or he would be totally baked.
I'm probably a felony by now, Margaret.
Probably a felony?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. It depends on how you look at shit. You know? Well, people have different values. It's really a ridiculous life.
Well, sometimes I look at shit with one eye, and sometimes I look at it with both eyes, and sometimes I look at it somewhat askance.
I just close my eyes.
That's a good look, when you look at someone like... Because then they go, uh-oh.
When I take off my glasses, you're all fucking beautiful.
See, matter of perspective.
There is not a funny or ugly looking person in the world if I'm not wearing my medically prescribed eye goggles.
There you go. Okay, thank you everybody for listening.